All right, what's up guys? Let's talk about the draw. You guys asked me about the way I draw a lot, so I figured I'd go ahead and drop a video on it. First of all, the way that I draw like this because number one, it doesn't feel like I need to push a ton of hand speed because of how efficient it is. In other words, the gun comes out very quickly and I don't have to push hand speed to make that happen. To me, it feels like there's way less tension when I draw like this because, again, I'm not putting a ton of energy into drawing the gun. And the second great thing to me about this draw is the gun is in front of my face very quickly, and so it leaves time to do other really important things like grip the gun, press the trigger, aim the gun, all of that stuff. So I dig this draw quite a bit. So the way that I do this, some key things that I'm going to do with my hands is as soon as I hear the beep, both hands are going to move to the gun at the exact same time. It's very important that your support hand moves over to the gun at the exact same time, because if it doesn't, what it'll look like is the strong hand will go for the gun and then the support hand will catch the gun somewhere like out here and it'll just kind of slap onto the gun. The problem with that, in my opinion, is like in order for that to happen, the gun has to like come up, over, and then out like this. And you only really have from like here to build a grip. I want my grip built very soon, right? That's like paramount. Like I don't care how fast you draw if you have a shitty grip. The next thing I don't do on the draw is I don't catch the gun where my natural clap is, right? My natural clap is about right here. So in other words, I'm not catching the gun with my support hand where my natural clap is. The reason is because the gun would have to come up, over, and out. And one of the big problems with that, in my opinion, is when you come up, over, and then out, like when I catch it right here where my natural clap is, the gun is now pointing over top of the target. So it came out of the holster, pointed at the target, came over, and then now it's pointing over the target and then has to come back down on the target. To me, that's just not efficient. You have to push a ton of hand speed, in my opinion, when you draw like that. So I want my support hand on the gun as fast as humanly possible, or as soon as humanly possible, right? In other words, like I want my support hand on the gun, like in the holster if I could. So like that's one big thing, right? The reason that's a big deal is because the sooner you get the support hand on the gun, the more you could just lift really easily. So all I'm doing, as soon as the support hand touches the gun, I'm just lifting to my eye line, the eye target line, right? So it would look kind of something like that. So the support hand touches the gun really quickly, and then you just get to draw a straight line up to your eyes. Straight lines will always be faster than going around your ass to get to your elbow, right? Think about straight lines with the draw. The next thing that I'm gonna do is whether I'm coming from wrists above shoulders or on a hands on a barrel, whatever, like I'm gonna index the grip the exact same way every single time. But like for hands at sides, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna touch the grip, think about, yep, that's the amount of tension that I want on the grip when I draw it and when I get a good grip, right? And then all I'm gonna do is stage my hand in back of the gun, and what I'm doing is touching my wrist on the back of the magazine extension. So I have a touch point on the magazine every single time. So I'm not staging my hands like this. If I wasn't touching anything, I don't have like any sort of awareness about like where the gun is. And to me, like touching the back of the magazine extension is a really good place to stage that hand. Next thing I'm doing with my firing hand is I'm coming straight up into the bottom of the trigger guard like this. Okay, so I'm essentially jamming my middle finger knuckle into the bottom of the trigger guard, and all of the motion from there on out is up and out, right? All I'm doing is lifting to my eye line after that. The reason that I like coming into the bottom of the trigger guard like this is it puts my firing hand in the exact same spot every time. One of the problems that I have when I come over the top of the gun is sometimes I might land low, I might land too far forward. There's not really a good touch point to, in my opinion, get the same exact grip with my firing hand every time, at least for me. And I've explored it a lot. So ramming my middle finger knuckle gets my hand in the exact same spot every single time, and it's about as high as my support hand or my firing hand is going to get on this gun. So show you guys a little demo here. I got to target at like 7 yards. I just want to show like how little amount of hand speed you have to put into it to get a really fast draw. So I'm just going to do like really, really comfortable, relaxed hand speed here. Okay, is it 86? Yes, I am reacting, right? I'm reacting as soon as I hear the beep, but I'm not pushing I'm not like thinking, oh God, you got to push your hands really fast in order to get a really fast draw. The 76. One more. I'll go even slower. 93. So again, it's just a super efficient draw, just because of the mechanics of it, the pure mechanics of it. The gun is just coming up and into a straight line. There's no weird motion of like pushing down on the gun to get it to come back out. All of the motion, as soon as your hands start moving, is getting the gun to come up and out to your eye line. So again, this is why this draw is super fast. So there you go. That's the way I draw. Hopefully it helps you guys out. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment box below. As always, happy to answer them for you.